Dr. Elena Vasquez adjusted her translator earpiece for the umpteenth time. The cacophony of alien languages in the massive conference hall was a constant reminder of how far she was from home. As Earth's representative to the Galactic Scientific Council, she was used to being the odd one out. Today, however, felt particularly isolating. The Galactic Hub, a vast space station orbiting a neutral star system, loomed large outside the hall's panoramic windows. Hundreds of alien spacecraft dotted the starscape, a testament to the diversity of the gathered delegates. Elena's eyes lingered on the sleek, predatory lines of the Earth Alliance cruiser that had brought her here. Its presence was both a comfort and a source of anxiety, a reminder of humanity's newfound place in the galactic community and the responsibilities that came with it. The topic of today's discussion was the classification of habitable worlds and the development of universal safety protocols for interspecies exploration. Elena knew this was going to be a long day, possibly stretching into what passed for night on this artificial construct. A tall, willowy creature that resembled a cross between a praying mantis and a giraffe tapped the podium with one of its spindly appendages. The universal translator in Elena's ear crackled to life, a soft beep indicating it was calibrating to the speaker. Asterisk asterisk establishing the baseline asterisk asterisk. Esteemed colleagues, the alien began, its voice sounding like wind chimes in Elena's ear. I, High Counselor Zixlorp of the Arachnid Confederation, call this meeting to order. Today we discuss the pressing matter of galactic exploration safety. Elena suppressed a snort, earning her a curious look from the gelatinous blob seated next to her. If they only knew what safety meant to a human. Zixlorp continued, its multiple limbs gesticulating in what Elena assumed was an important gesture in arachnid culture. Our first order of business is to review the proposed classification system for potentially habitable worlds. We will start with Class 1, the most hospitable worlds. Excuse me, High Counselor, Elena interrupted, raising her hand. The entire hall fell silent, hundreds of alien eyes or sensory organs turning to stare at the human, some with curiosity, others with barely concealed disdain. Elena was used to both reactions by now. I believe we should begin by establishing a baseline. What exactly do we consider habitable? A ripple of murmurs spread through the crowd. Zixlorp's antenna twitched in what Elena had learned was a sign of annoyance. She'd seen that particular twitch a lot in her interactions with the High Counselor. Dr. Vasquez, Zixlorp said, its tone clipped. We have already established that habitable refers to worlds capable of supporting carbon-based life forms without the need for extensive artificial life support systems. This was agreed upon in the preliminary meetings, which I believe you attended. Elena nodded, a small smile playing at the corners of her mouth. I understand that, High Counselor. I was present for those discussions, but I believe our definitions of extensive may differ significantly. What one species considers a minor inconvenience, another might view as an insurmountable obstacle. A bulbous creature to Elena's left, which she recognized as a blowbee from the methane seas of Xeris Prime, burbled something that her translator rendered as, "The human has a point. Their world is unique." The translated voice couldn't quite capture the mix of awe and horror in the blowbee's tone, but Elena got the gist. Asterisk asterisk Earth's harsh realities asterisk asterisk. Zixlorp's compound eyes narrowed, focusing all four of them on Elena. She met its gaze steadily, years of diplomatic training kicking in. Very well, Dr. Vasquez. Perhaps you would care to elaborate on what humans consider habitable. It seems your perspective may be valuable to our discussions. Elena stood, smoothing down her Regulation Earth Alliance uniform. The dark blue fabric, designed to be both professional and practical in a wide range of environments, felt comfortingly familiar amidst the sea of alien textures and colors. Certainly, High Counselor. I appreciate your willingness to hear Earth's perspective on this matter. Elena paused, gathering her thoughts. To start, what's the gravity range you're considering for Class 1 worlds? A holographic display flickered to life above the center of the hall, showing a chart of gravitational ranges. The alien scripts flickered and shifted as Elena's translator worked to render them into something she could understand. Earth's extreme conditions ***. Zixlorp pointed to the lowest end of the scale with one of its delicate limbs. Class 1 worlds have a gravity range of 0.8 to 1.2 times galactic standard. The High Counselor explained. This range has been determined to be comfortable for the majority of known sapient species. Elena nodded, her mind already racing ahead. And what's the temperature range you're proposing for Class 1? Another chart appeared, this one showing temperature scales in various alien measurement systems. Elena's eyes quickly found the one in Celsius, a small victory for human scientific influence in the galactic community. For Class 1, we propose a range of 0 to 30 degrees Celsius, Zixlorp said, its tone suggesting this was a generous range. This allows for some variation in climate while remaining comfortable for most carbon-based life forms. Elena couldn't help but chuckle. The sound made several nearby aliens flinch, unused to the sharp exhalation of human laughter. She quickly composed herself, not wanting to offend. "I see," she said, trying to keep her tone neutral. "And what about atmospheric composition? I assume you have standards for that as well." Zixlorp waved a limb dismissively, clearly growing impatient with Elena's questioning. "Standard oxygen-nitrogen mix, of course, with trace amounts of other non-toxic gases. Dr. Vasquez, while I appreciate your thoroughness, these are all standard parameters that have been in use for centuries. Is there a point to these questions? Earth's unique habitable standards ***. Elena took a deep breath, steeling herself for the reaction she knew was coming. "High Counselor, esteemed colleagues," she began, her voice carrying across the hushed hall. "I'm afraid I must inform you that by these standards, Earth, humanity's homeworld, would not qualify as habitable. In fact, it wouldn't even come close." The hall erupted in a cacophony of alien voices. Some delegates leaped to their feet, or whatever passed for feet in their species, while others began rapid-fire conversations with their neighbors. A few seemed to be calling for order, while others appeared to be demanding Elena's immediate removal from the council. Elena waited patiently for Zixlorp to restore order, which took several minutes and involved the use of some kind of sonic dampening field. The sudden silence was almost as jarring as the noise had been, and Elena found herself missing the familiar sounds of Earth, the rustle of wind through trees, the distant rumble of thunder, even the mundane hum of human machinery. When silence finally fell, Zixlorp turned all four of its eyes to Elena. Its antennae were perfectly still, a sign Elena had learned to interpret as intense focus. "Explain," it said simply, its translated voice carrying a weight of authority that silenced even the most agitated delegates. Elena nodded, grateful for the chance to elaborate. "Thank you, High Counselor. I'll do my best to explain the unique nature of Earth and why it challenges our current classification system." She took a moment to gather her thoughts, acutely aware of the hundreds of alien eyes fixed upon her. This was a crucial moment, not just for her, but for humanity's place in the galactic community. Earth's gravity is approximately 9.8 meters per second squared, which I believe translates to about 1.6 times your galactic standard. Elena began. "This alone would disqualify it from your Class 1 category, and even from several categories above that." A murmur went through the crowd, but Zixlorp raised a limb for silence. Elena continued, "Our temperature range is far more extreme than what you've proposed for Class 1. We regularly experience temperatures below freezing and above 40 degrees Celsius in many parts of our world. Some regions can see temperatures as low as -50 degrees Celsius or as high as +50 degrees. She paused, letting that sink in. "As for atmospheric composition," Elena continued, her voice steady despite the growing unease in the room, "Earth's atmosphere contains significant amounts of what many species would consider toxic gases, carbon dioxide, methane, and ozone, to name a few, not to mention the wide variety of airborne particulates and microorganisms. A collective gasp went through the audience. Elena had to resist the urge to roll her eyes. If they thought that was bad, wait until they heard about the rest. But that's just the beginning, she said, warming to her topic. Earth has active tectonic plates, resulting in frequent earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. We have massive storms that can flatten entire cities, floods that can submerge vast areas of land, and droughts that can turn fertile regions into deserts. Elena looked around the room, noting the looks of horror on many alien faces. She decided to drive the point home, knowing that understanding Earth was crucial to understanding humanity. And let's not forget our biology, she added. Earth is teeming with life forms that would be considered extremely dangerous by galactic standards. We have predators that can take down creatures many times their size, plants that can kill with a single touch, and microorganisms that can devastate entire populations. The silence in the hall was deafening. Elena could practically hear the gears turning in hundreds of alien brains as they tried to process this information. She waited, letting the full impact of her words settle over the assembly. Finally, a small furry creature near the back of the hall raised what looked like a tentacle. Its voice, when translated, sounded high-pitched and trembling. If all this is true, it squeaked, how do humans survive on such a world? Elena smiled. It wasn't a pleasant smile, and she saw several nearby aliens recoil slightly. We adapt, she said simply. We've evolved to thrive in these conditions. In fact, many humans seek out even more extreme environments for recreation. We climb mountains, dive into the deepest oceans, and explore the harshest deserts. The furry alien made a sound that Elena's translator didn't even try to interpret. She suspected it might have fainted, as several of its companions were now clustered around it in what appeared to be concern. Zixlorp's antennae were vibrating so fast, they were almost a blur. When it spoke, its usually melodious voice was strained. Dr. Vasquez, it said, are you suggesting that we need to reconsider our classification system? Elena nodded, her expression serious. I believe that would be wise, High Counselor. Earth is currently classified as a Class 12 Deathworld, but given what I've told you, and the many other factors I haven't even mentioned yet, I would argue that it should be at least Class 13, possibly even 14. The hall erupted into chaos once again. Delegates were shouting, gesticulating wildly, and in some cases, changing colors rapidly. Elena sat down, feeling a mixture of satisfaction and weariness. It was going to be a very long conference indeed. As the noise around her rose to a fever pitch, Elena couldn't help but smile to herself. If they were this shocked just hearing about Earth, wait until they found out about humanity's plans for terraforming Mars. Earth's survival mechanisms. The art of adaptation. Zixlorp eventually managed to restore order, though Elena noted that its limbs were trembling slightly, whether from exertion or shock. She couldn't tell. Dr. Vasquez, the High Counselor, said, its voice carrying a new note of respect. I believe we will need a more comprehensive briefing on Earth and its conditions. Would you be willing to provide a detailed presentation to the Council? Elena nodded, already mentally preparing her slides. Of course, High Counselor. I'd be happy to enlighten the Council on the realities of Earth. However, I should warn you, some of what I have to share may be disturbing to certain species. A ripple of unease went through the crowd, but Zixlorp stood firm. Nevertheless, we must have this information if we are to accurately classify worlds and ensure the safety of all galactic citizens. Please proceed, Dr. Vasquez. Elena stood once more, making her way to the central podium. As she walked, she couldn't help but reflect on the strange path that had led her here. Growing up in the highlands of Peru, she had never imagined she'd one day be explaining the dangers of her homeworld to a group of aliens. Life, it seemed, had a way of surprising you, whether you were human or alien. Reaching the podium, Elena interfaced her personal data device with the holographic projector. A three-dimensional image of Earth sprang to life above the assembly. slowly rotating to show its familiar continents and vast oceans. Asterisk asterisk nature's fury asterisk asterisk. Esteemed colleagues, Elena began, her voice carrying clearly through the hall. What you see before you is Earth, third planet from our sun and home world of humanity. It may look peaceful from this perspective, but I assure you, appearances can be deceiving. With a gesture, Elena zoomed in on a section of the Pacific Ocean. The image shifted to show a massive swirling storm system. This is what we call a hurricane or typhoon, she explained. These storms can span hundreds of kilometers and produce winds exceeding 250 kilometers per hour. They can cause catastrophic damage to coastal areas and are just one example of Earth's extreme weather patterns. Several aliens made sounds of distress, while others leaned forward, seemingly fascinated. Elena continued, moving the focus to the Ring of Fire. This region is home to most of Earth's volcanoes and experiences frequent earthquakes due to tectonic activity. Eruptions can eject ash and gases into the atmosphere, affecting global climate, while earthquakes can level entire cities. She paused, noting the looks of horror on many faces, and yet humans have built some of our largest cities in these very regions. We've learned to construct buildings that can withstand these forces, to predict and mitigate natural disasters. It's part of our adaptability as a species. Asterisk asterisk Earth's diverse ecosystems asterisk asterisk. Next, Elena brought up images of Earth's varied ecosystems, from the searing heat of the Sahara to the frozen wastes of Antarctica, from the crushing depths of the Mariana Trench to the thin air of the Himalayas. As you can see, she said, her voice filled with pride, Earth encompasses a vast range of environments, many of which would be considered extremely hostile by galactic standards. Yet in each of these places, life not only survives but thrives, including human life. She then moved on to Earth's biology, showcasing some of the planet's most dangerous creatures: venomous snakes, powerful predators, microscopic pathogens. With each example, the alien delegates seemed to grow more agitated. I understand this is a lot to take in, Elena said, her tone softening slightly. But it's crucial to understand that this is the world that shaped humanity. These challenges, these dangers, they're what drove our evolution, our relentless drive to survive and explore. Asterisk asterisk, human ingenuity asterisk asterisk. Zixlor, who had been uncharacteristically quiet throughout the presentation, finally spoke up. Dr. Vasquez, this is unprecedented. If what you say is true, how did your species ever develop spacefaring technology? Surely the constant struggle for survival would have prevented such advances. Elena smiled, a genuine expression of pride this time. On the contrary, High Counselor, it was precisely because of these challenges that we advanced so quickly. Necessity, as we say, is the mother of invention. Every obstacle we faced drove us to find new solutions, to push the boundaries of what was possible. She brought up a final image, a college showing human achievements throughout history, from the first tools to modern spacecraft. This is humanity's legacy. We are survivors, explorers, innovators. We've taken the harshness of our world and turned it into a crucible for progress. The hall was silent for a long moment as the aliens digested this information. Then, slowly, a new sound began to fill the air, a cacophony of alien vocalizations that Elena's translator rendered as applause. Asterisk asterisk, a new understanding asterisk asterisk. Zixlorp raised all four of its limbs for silence. Dr. Vasquez, on behalf of the Galactic Scientific Council, I thank you for this enlightening presentation. It is clear that we have much to reconsider regarding our classification system and our understanding of habitable worlds. The High Counselor turned to address the entire assembly. Colleagues, in light of this new information, I propose we establish a special committee to review and revise our world classification system. Furthermore, I believe we would be wise to consider a cultural exchange program with Earth. There is clearly much we can learn from humanity's unique perspective and experiences. A chorus of agreement rose from the delegates. Alina felt a weight lift from her shoulders. This was more than she had hoped for when she'd first raised her hand to speak. As the meeting began to break up, with delegates forming excited discussion groups, Alina made her way back to her seat. She found herself surrounded by a diverse group of alien delegates, all eager to ask questions or share their thoughts on her presentation. The gelatinous Bloby that had been seated next to her earlier oozed forward, its translucent body pulsing with what Alina had learned to recognize as excitement. "Human Alina," it burbled, the translator struggling to keep up with its rapid speech. "Your world. It's fascinating. Terrifying. Yes, but fascinating. How do you manage to sleep, knowing such dangers lurk outside?" Alina chuckled, a sound that made several nearby aliens flinch. "Well, most of us live in cities now, where the dangers are somewhat mitigated. But honestly, it's just normal for us. We grow up learning about these things, how to avoid them, how to prepare for them. It's just part of life on Earth." A tall avian creature with iridescent feathers leaned in, its beak clicking rapidly. "But surely," it trilled, "surely you must have some fear. Even the bravest Kriya warrior would tremble at the thought of such a world." Alina considered this for a moment. "Fear, sure. We feel fear, but we've learned to channel it, to use it as a motivator rather than a deterrent. Fear keeps us alert, drives us to innovate, to find solutions to problems that might otherwise seem insurmountable." The avian alien's feathers ruffled in what Alina interpreted as a mix of awe and disbelief. Before it could respond, however, a new voice cut through the chatter. Asterisk, asterisk, a new opportunity, asterisk, asterisk. "Dr. Vasquez," Zix Lorp called, its willowy form gliding through the crowd with surprising grace. "A word, if you please." Alina excused herself from the group and followed the High Counselor to a quieter corner of the hall. Zix Lorp's antennae were twitching rapidly, a sign of intense thought or emotion. "Your presentation has unsettled many of the delegates," Zix Lorp began, its voice low. "Some are calling for Earth to be quarantined, citing the potential dangers to other worlds if humans were to spread unchecked across the galaxy." Alina felt a chill run down her spine. This was exactly the kind of reaction she'd feared. "Counselor, I assure you." Zix Lorp held up a limb, cutting her off. "Please, let me finish. While some react with fear, others see potential. Your species' ability to adapt, to overcome seemingly impossible odds. It's unprecedented in our records of galactic history." The alien's compound eyes fixed on Alina, all four of them focusing intently. "I believe humanity could be a valuable asset to the galactic community, Dr. Vasquez. Your unique perspective, your drive to explore and innovate. These are qualities we sorely need in these times of relative peace and complacency." Alina felt a surge of relief, quickly followed by curiosity. "What are you proposing, High Counselor?" Zix Lorp's antennae quivered with what Alina had come to recognize as excitement. "I'm proposing a joint venture, a series of expeditions to some of the more challenging worlds in our database, worlds that we've long considered too dangerous or difficult to explore or colonize. With human ingenuity and our combined technological resources, who knows what we might achieve?" Alina's mind raced with the possibilities. This was far beyond what she'd hoped to accomplish at this conference. "That's an incredible opportunity, High Counselor. I would need to consult with my superiors, of course, but speaking personally, I think it's an excellent idea." Zix Lorp made a gesture that Alina's cultural training identified as the Arachnet equivalent of a smile. "Excellent. I'll begin making the necessary arrangements. In the meantime, Dr. Vasquez, I believe you have some more explaining to do." The High Counselor gestured toward the group of delegates still clustered near Alina's seat, all of whom seemed to be watching their conversation with intense interest. Alina nodded, straightening her uniform. "Of course, High Counselor." As she made her way back to the eager group of aliens, Alina couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement building within her. This conference had taken an unexpected turn, but it was one that could lead to incredible opportunities for humanity and the galaxy at large. Earth's survival tactics. Survival instincts. Elena found herself at the center of a lively discussion about Earth's extreme environments and the survival tactics humans have developed over millennia. The questions came rapidly, each one more incredulous than the last. A crystalline being, its faceted surface shimmering with concern, asked, "But how do you cope with the constant threat of microscopic organisms invading your bodies?" Elena launched into a simplified explanation of the human immune system, marveling at how something she'd always taken for granted could seem so alien to these beings. "Our bodies are constantly at war with these microorganisms," she explained. "It's a never-ending battle, but one that's made our species stronger over time." The crystalline being vibrated in what Elena assumed was a shudder. Fascinating and horrifying, it chimed. As the official conference sessions wound down for the day, Elena found herself invited to a more informal gathering in one of the station's observation lounges. The room offered a breathtaking view of the surrounding space, with the gathered alien ships twinkling like stars against the backdrop of the galaxy. Building connections. Zix Lorp approached her, offering a drink in what appeared to be a gesture of friendship. "Dr. Vasquez," it said, its voice carrying a note of warmth that hadn't been there earlier, "I must admit, when I first learned that a human would be joining our council, I had my doubts. Your species is so new to the galactic stage after all." Elena accepted the drink, sniffing it cautiously before taking a sip. It tasted like liquid starlight, if such a thing were possible. "And now, High Counselor," she asked, curious about how the day's events had changed the alien's perspective. "Now," Zix Lorp's antennae waved in a gesture of amusement, "I find myself wondering how we ever managed without you. Your unique perspective, your species' resilience, these are qualities that could reshape our understanding of the galaxy." Elena felt a swell of pride, both for herself and for humanity as a whole. "Thank you, High Counselor. We're excited to be part of the galactic community and to contribute in whatever way we can." As the gathering continued, Elena found herself at the center of a lively discussion about the potential applications of human adaptability in space exploration. Ideas were flying back and forth, each more exciting than the last. Innovative ideas. What if we combined human survivability with Axaraxian terraforming technology? One delegate suggested, its tentacles waving excitedly. Or human medical knowledge with Zor's regenerative techniques, another chimed in. Elena's mind was spinning with the possibilities. This was why she had joined the Earth Alliance's diplomatic corps, to bridge the gap between humanity and the wider galaxy, to forge connections that could lead to incredible advancements for all species. As the night wore on, and the gathering began to wind down, Elena found a quiet moment to herself near one of the large observation windows. She gazed out at the vastness of space, marveling at how far humanity had come in such a short time. From a world that many in the galaxy would consider uninhabitable, humans had not only survived but thrived. They had reached for the stars and found a universe teeming with life and possibility. And now they stood poised to make their mark on that universe in ways even they couldn't yet imagine. A movement beside her caught Elena's attention. Zix Lorp had joined her at the window, its willowy form silhouetted against the starscape. "What are you thinking, Dr. Vasquez?" the High Counselor asked, its voice soft. Elena smiled, her eyes still fixed on the stars. "I'm thinking about home," she said, "about Earth with all its dangers and wonders. And I'm thinking about the future, about what we might accomplish together, humans and aliens, working to unlock the secrets of the galaxy." Zix Lorp made a sound that Elena's translator rendered as a thoughtful hum. "Indeed," it said, "I believe we stand at the threshold of a new era in galactic history, and humanity, it seems, may well be the key to unlocking doors we never even knew existed." As they stood there, human and alien, Gazing out at the infinite possibilities of space, Alina felt a sense of purpose stronger than any she'd ever known. The conference might be ending, but this was just the beginning of humanity's true adventure in the stars. And as for the challenges that lay ahead, well, if there was one thing humans knew how to do, it was to adapt and overcome. With a smile, Alina raised her glass in a silent toast to the future, a future that, thanks to the events of this conference, looked brighter and more exciting than ever before. Collaborative ventures, ***, expanding horizons, ***. The next morning, Alina awoke with a renewed sense of purpose. The events of the previous day had opened doors she hadn't even known existed, and now it was up to her to step through them. She quickly got ready, eager to continue the discussions that had begun to take shape. In the conference hall, the atmosphere was markedly different from the day before. The delegates, who had initially regarded her with suspicion and caution, now approached her with curiosity and respect. It was clear that Alina's presentation had left a significant impact. ***, new proposals ***. High Counselor Zixlorb convened the morning session with an air of anticipation. Esteemed delegates, it began. Yesterday, we were introduced to the unique conditions of Earth and the remarkable adaptability of its inhabitants. Today, we will explore the possibilities this new understanding has opened for us. Alina took her seat among the other delegates, feeling a sense of camaraderie she hadn't felt before. The first item on the agenda was the establishment of the Special Committee to review and revise the classification system for habitable worlds. As expected, Alina was nominated to lead the committee, a responsibility she accepted with a mixture of pride and determination. Interdisciplinary collaboration ***. As the discussions progressed, it became clear that the potential for collaboration between humanity and the other species represented in the Council was immense. One of the first proposals to gain traction was a series of joint research expeditions to some of the most challenging worlds in the galaxy. We have worlds in our database that have been deemed too dangerous or inhospitable for exploration, a delegate from the Theron Collective noted. With human expertise in survival and adaptability, we may be able to unlock new frontiers of knowledge and possibility. Alina nodded in agreement. I believe that combining our strengths could lead to breakthroughs we can't even imagine yet. Human ingenuity, coupled with the advanced technologies and unique perspectives of our galactic neighbors, could revolutionize our understanding of these worlds. Strategic planning ***. The logistics of such expeditions were complex, but the enthusiasm of the delegates made the planning process remarkably efficient. Teams were formed, combining experts from different species with complementary skills. Alina was particularly excited about the prospect of working alongside the Axaraxians, whose terraforming technology had the potential to transform even the harshest environments. As the day wore on, the plans began to take shape. The first expedition would target a planet in the outer reaches of the galaxy, known for its extreme volcanic activity and unpredictable weather patterns. It was a world that had stymied previous exploration attempts, but with the new collaborative approach, there was a renewed sense of optimism. Preparing for departure ***. In the weeks that followed, preparations for the expedition proceeded at a brisk pace. Alina found herself juggling multiple responsibilities, leading the review committee, coordinating with the various teams, and making sure that the necessary supplies and equipment were ready. The sense of excitement was palpable. For many of the delegates, this was a chance to push the boundaries of their knowledge and capabilities. For Alina, it was an opportunity to prove that humanity could be a valuable and integral part of the galactic community. ***, a joint effort ***. The day of departure arrived, and the expedition teams gathered in the central docking bay of the galactic hub. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation and a sense of camaraderie. Alina, clad in her Earth Alliance uniform, stood alongside her fellow explorers, ready to embark on this unprecedented journey. As the ships prepared for launch, High Counselor Zixlorb addressed the assembled teams. Today marks a new chapter in our collective history. We are embarking on a journey that will test our resolve, our ingenuity, and our ability to work together. Let this expedition be a testament to the power of collaboration and the limitless potential of our combined efforts." With those words, the ships lifted off, their engines humming with a mix of human and alien technology. Alina felt a surge of pride and determination. This was what she had always dreamed of. A chance to explore the unknown, to push the boundaries of what was possible, and to do it alongside allies from across the galaxy. The challenges ahead. ***, first contact with the New World ***. As the expedition fleet approached the target planet, the teams began their final preparations. The planet, designated Salonia, was a harsh and unforgiving world, but one that held immense potential for scientific discovery. The initial scans showed a landscape dominated by active volcanoes, turbulent weather systems, and a diverse array of life forms adapted to the extreme conditions. Alina and her team, which included scientists and engineers from several different species, were tasked with setting up the initial base camp and conducting the first round of surveys. The descent through the planet's thick atmosphere was rough, but the ship's advanced shielding systems held up under the strain. Setting up base camp ***. The landing site had been chosen for its relative stability, situated on a plateau overlooking a vast volcanic plain. As the ships touched down, the teams quickly got to work, deploying modular structures and establishing communication links with the orbiting fleet. The base camp took shape rapidly, a testament to the efficiency and cooperation of the diverse team. Alina felt a sense of awe as she looked out over the alien landscape. The ground beneath her feet was warm from the geothermal activity, and the air was thick with the scent of sulfur and other minerals. This was a world that few had dared to explore, and now she was here, standing on the frontier of discovery. Surveying the environment ***. The initial surveys focused on mapping the terrain and cataloging the local flora and fauna. The planet's ecosystem was both fascinating and dangerous, with many species displaying adaptations that would be lethal to unprepared explorers. Alina's team encountered several aggressive predators, as well as plants that exuded toxic fumes. Despite the challenges, the data they were collecting was invaluable. The team's biologists were particularly excited about the discovery of several new species of extremophiles, organisms that thrived in the planet's harsh conditions. These findings had the potential to revolutionize their understanding of life's adaptability and resilience. Overcoming obstacles ***. The weather on Salonia was as unpredictable as it was severe. The team had to contend with sudden storms, high winds, and frequent seismic activity. These conditions made their work difficult and sometimes dangerous, but the team's spirit of cooperation and determination saw them through. One particularly harrowing moment came when a sudden volcanic eruption threatened to engulf the base camp in ash and lava. The team's quick thinking and coordinated response allowed them to evacuate to a safer location and salvage most of their equipment. It was a stark reminder of the risks they faced, but also a testament to their resilience and adaptability. Breakthrough discoveries ***. As the weeks turned into months, the team made several significant discoveries. One of the most exciting was the identification of a previously unknown energy source, geothermal vents that emitted a rare form of plasma. This discovery had the potential to revolutionize their understanding of geothermal energy and open up new avenues for sustainable power generation. Alina also found herself drawn to the study of the planet's unique weather patterns. The storms on Salonia were unlike anything she had ever seen, with lightning that danced across the sky in intricate patterns and winds that could strip the paint off their equipment. Understanding these phenomena could provide insights into the planet's climate and help them better prepare for future expeditions. Building lasting bonds ***. Throughout the expedition, the bonds between the team members grew stronger. The shared challenges and triumphs forged a sense of camaraderie and mutual respect. Elena found herself learning from her alien colleagues, gaining new perspectives and insights that enriched her understanding of the galaxy and her place in it. One evening, as the team gathered around a campfire to share stories and relax, Elena realized just how far they had come. They were no longer just representatives of their respective species. They were a team, united by their shared goal of exploration and discovery. Looking to the future. As the expedition drew to a close, the team began preparing to return to the galactic hub. The data and samples they had collected would be analyzed and shared with the wider scientific community, contributing to a deeper understanding of Colonia and its potential. Elena felt a sense of accomplishment and anticipation. This was just the beginning. The success of this expedition had demonstrated the power of collaboration and the limitless possibilities it could unlock. She knew that there would be more challenges and discoveries ahead, and she was ready to face them with her new allies. A new era of exploration. Returning to the hub. The journey back to the galactic hub was filled with a sense of accomplishment and anticipation. The expedition team had faced immense challenges and made groundbreaking discoveries, and now they were eager to share their findings with the wider scientific community. As the ships docked at the hub, they were greeted by a welcoming committee of delegates and scientists from various species. The excitement was palpable, and Elena felt a surge of pride as she stepped off the ship, carrying with her the knowledge and experiences gained on Colonia. Presenting the findings. The days that followed were a whirlwind of presentations, discussions, and celebrations. The data collected by the expedition team was analyzed and shared, revealing new insights into Colonia's unique environment and the adaptability of life in extreme conditions. Elena and her team were hailed as pioneers, their efforts opening up new avenues of research and exploration. The discovery of the geothermal plasma vents, in particular, garnered significant attention, with scientists from across the galaxy eager to study this new energy source. Strengthening alliances. The success of the expedition also had broader implications for the Galactic Council. The collaboration between species had demonstrated the power of unity and the potential for achieving great things through cooperation. Delegates who had once viewed humanity with suspicion now saw them as valuable partners and allies. High Counselor Zixlor addressed the council, highlighting the achievements of the expedition and the importance of continued collaboration. This expedition has shown us that by working together, we can overcome even the greatest challenges and unlock the mysteries of the galaxy. Let this be a reminder of the strength we possess when we unite our efforts. Planning for the future. With the success of the Colonia expedition, plans for future collaborative ventures began to take shape. The Council established a dedicated task force to identify and prioritize other challenging worlds for exploration. Elena was appointed as a key advisor, her experience and expertise invaluable to the planning process. The task force's first priority was to build on the knowledge gained from Colonia, exploring similar worlds with extreme conditions. These expeditions would not only advance scientific understanding, but also test new technologies and strategies for survival and adaptation. Personal growth. For Elena, the experience had been transformative. She had grown as a scientist, a leader, and a diplomat. The challenges she had faced and the bonds she had formed with her alien colleagues had deepened her understanding of the galaxy and her place in it. She found herself reflecting on the journey that had brought her here. From the highlands of Peru to the stars, it was a path she had never imagined, but one that had shaped her in ways she could never have foreseen. She was grateful for the opportunity to represent humanity and to contribute to the collective knowledge of the galactic community. A new beginning. As the council convened to discuss the next steps, Elena felt a renewed sense of purpose. The success of the Colonia expedition had opened doors she hadn't even known existed, and now it was up to her to step through them. The future was filled with possibilities, and she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The council chamber was filled with a sense of anticipation as Zixlorp called the meeting to order. Esteemed delegates, the High Counselor began. Today we embark on a new era of exploration and discovery. The success of the Salonia expedition has shown us what we can achieve when we work together. Let us continue to push the boundaries of our knowledge and explore the unknown, for the benefit of all species. Elena felt a surge of pride as she listened to Zixlorp's words. This was what she had always dreamed of. A chance to explore the unknown, to push the boundaries of what was possible, and to do it alongside allies from across the galaxy. The future was bright, and she was ready to embrace it with open arms. Humanity's place in the galaxy. Expanding the scope. The task force quickly got to work, identifying a series of potential worlds for future expeditions. Each world presented its own unique challenges and opportunities, from extreme weather patterns to hazardous ecosystems. The goal was to build on the success of the Salonia expedition and continue to push the boundaries of their understanding. Elena found herself immersed in the planning process, working closely with scientists and engineers from across the galaxy. The collaborative spirit that had defined the Salonia expedition was now driving the task force's efforts, and the excitement was palpable. Pioneering spirit. As the new expeditions took shape, Elena couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and anticipation. These missions would not only advance scientific knowledge, but also strengthen the bonds between the species represented in the Council. It was a chance to demonstrate the power of unity and the limitless potential of collaboration. The first of the new expeditions was set to launch within months, targeting a planet known for its volatile weather and unique geological features. The team, composed of experts from multiple species, was eager to face the challenges ahead and build on the successes of the past. Legacy of Discovery. As the launch date approached, Elena took a moment to reflect on the journey that had brought her here. From the highlands of Peru to the stars, it had been a path filled with unexpected twists and turns. But through it all, she had remained dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge and the spirit of exploration. The success of the Salonia expedition had been a turning point, not just for her, but for humanity's place in the galaxy. It had shown that humans were not just survivors but pioneers, capable of adapting to the harshest conditions and pushing the boundaries of what was possible. A bright future. The day of the launch arrived, and the atmosphere in the central docking bay was electric. Delegates, scientists, and engineers gathered to see off the new expedition team, their excitement and anticipation evident. Elena stood among them, feeling a sense of pride and hope for the future. As the ships lifted off, their engines humming with a mix of human and alien technology, Elena knew that this was just the beginning. The galaxy was vast, filled with mysteries and challenges waiting to be explored. And with each new expedition, humanity would continue to play a crucial role in the ongoing quest for knowledge and discovery. A new era. High Counselor Zixlorp addressed the assembly, its voice filled with optimism. Today, we embark on a journey that will shape the future of our galaxy. Let us remember the lessons of the past and embrace the spirit of collaboration that has brought us here. Together, we can overcome any challenge and unlock